What is up, everybody? It's your girl Stephanie, and thanks for joining me again. And if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Steph, and on this channel we talk about everything fragrance. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in or that you would enjoy, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below and activating that bell so you're notified every single time that I post. Talking about my beachy aquatic fragrances, and so without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump right in. So the first one that I want to talk about is one that's fairly new to my collection. I think that this is definitely a more casual scent. Most of these are casual, but some of them can be dressed up, I think. This fragrance to me is casual. It smells casual to me. And I think it would be a perfect gym scent, and to me that is MAC's Turquatic. This is such a lovely fragrance, and it's so nostalgic to me because I think I smelled this for the first time when I was working at the mall. Oh my goodness. Okay, this stuff, it is good. So it opens up kind of sweet, kind of at the beginning, and once it dries down, it becomes more of like this really fresh aquatic sort of powdery vibe to it, but it still manages to stay sweet, and like it's almost a little bit salty. I will actually list the notes right here for you guys. You already know, I will have them included. But to me, this is just so casual. It smells a little bit sporty too, but still feminine. I can see a man wearing this, but I definitely do think that it leans more feminine. And I feel like this would like energize me if I was gonna work out. I would definitely like choose this as a gym scent. And yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. And this is perfect for just like everyday casual things. So yeah, that is MAC's Turquatic. Look at that packaging, guys. It's so beautiful, and it's so nostalgic to me. So this next one is actually a new one also to my collection, and I have a full dedicated review. I will go ahead and link it up here for you guys. But to me, this is like when you want to relax. This is what I picture like if I ever took a vacation to Greece, and you know how like there's those Airbnbs or like those like beach homes in Greece that are like near the water, and like some of the bathtubs even like have these nice beautiful windows that like you could see the beach, like you could see the ocean from there. I picture myself wearing this fragrance like just like when I want to be calm, if I'm just fresh out of the shower and it's super hot. And this is Bubble Bath by Replica. Now this is a very soapy fragrance. This to me, like I had mentioned before, to me this smells like Lavender Fabuloso, but like if they put it in a perfume, like if they made it a perfume. And I've always loved Lavender Fabuloso. I don't even know if this has lavender. I think it does, if I'm not mistaken, but let me just spray for you guys. I have worn this a couple times. I don't reach for it too often, but when I do, it's normally when I'm fresh out of the shower and I am just like really calm. I'm maybe even wearing a robe, something like that. This is definitely one that I would reach for. To me, this definitely smells wet, clean, and fresh out of the shower, wet type of, there's like a wet type of feeling to this. How many times can I say wet in a video? But But yeah, this is great. I would say sample this first. This, you know, a lot of people were buying this and they were just like, this is not my jam. And I can see why. When I first smelled it, I didn't really care for it, but now that I have it in my collection, I've reached for it quite a bit. You guys can see that. It just smells very clean. Next fragrance that I do want to talk about is, you guys already know, this was on my on the last list that I just did. If you guys haven't checked out that video of my fruity tropical fragrances, I will go ahead and put it up here if you guys want to come, if you guys want to go see that first and you're like into fruity fragrances, and then if you want to come back and watch this one, yeah, so I'll leave it up here too. But this is my baby. This is my baby, and this is Dolce Gabbana L'Imperatrice. I don't get tired of talking about this because I love it so much. This is just so water-like, so effortless. Like I mentioned in my last video, this to me is like a cold pitcher of just fruit infused water. This is more fruity to me than aquatic, but as it dries down, you just get that sense of freshness, and this is like a fruity aquatic that I really enjoy. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it anymore because I feel like I talk about this one way too dang much. But yeah, that is Dolce Gabbana L'Imperatrice. Next one that I have on my list, to me this smells like a summer evening by the beach. You're with your boo, you're holding hands, walking, you know, by the edge of like the sand and the water. This to me is Olympia, and this to me is such a rich, salty, aquatic vanilla fragrance. This is just absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's sweet, but you get that saltiness. It's just like if you were at the beach, like and you're the dessert baby at the beach. Nah, I'm such a fool. Okay, but this is so good. It's so good. It's like such a warm, it's just such a warm, sweet, salty fragrance. If you have not gotten your nose on this, I know that Fragrance Net has like samples of this. I would say sample it. It can be a little bit overly sweet, but I think that this is more appropriate for evenings. That's just me though. I think for daytime, I like to smell a little bit more like fresh and casual. It just depends what I'm doing, but to me this is definitely more of a nighttime fragrance. But you know, fragrance is subjective. We can all, you know, wear fragrance whenever we want, whatever time we want, right? So anyways, that is Olympia from Paco Rabanne. One to check out for sure. Next fragrance that I have is also a new one to my collection. I didn't do a perfume haul, guys, because I feel like I just didn't get too many like new fragrances to do like a whole haul. Actually never smelled this one, so this was a blind buy, but I had heard so many good things about it, and I was curious. And so the fragrance that I'm talking about is Miami Glow by JLo, and you guys, it is so good. Like, I wish I would have put this in my fruity tropical fragrances, but when I made that video, I wasn't even thinking of purchasing this one, you guys, okay? But I found it for like such a cheap price that I picked it up, and that was like after my fruity tropical video. But this still gives me like beach vibes. There's like a coconutty sunscreen aspect to it, and I'm normally not a sunscreen like fragrance girl. Like Eau de Soleil Blanc, it smells nice, but I just personally wouldn't get a full bottle because I just think that, like, even though it does smell nice and expensive and it smells like rich vibes. I just personally don't like sunscreen fragrances, but this one is like fruity, like there's like fruity sweet aspects to it, but it also has that coconutty suntan lotion type of vibe. So this one is a very clean, fresh fragrance. Oh. So it opens up with this beautiful passion fruit. Now the passion fruit is like very ripe, okay? It's like a very ripe passion fruit. It is good. Longevity on this is great, and I found this at such an affordable price. If you haven't checked this out, like, I highly recommend, and I think it's worth it. It's worth the hype that it gets, you guys. And like, I kind of like the little sandals, like the little bracelet it comes with. I mean, it looks a little bit cheap, you guys, but like, it's so cute. Miami Glow by JLo. Next fragrance is one that I have been wanting in my collection for a while, but I still can't get myself to actually purchase a full bottle of it. I just have a fragrance oil. This is Wood Sage and Sea Salt by Jo Malone. And I remember when I first smelled it, I felt it was like an instant love at first sniff for me when I smelled it. It's like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Wood Sage and Sea Salt to me is better than Dolce Gabbana Light Blue. It's just that light blue to me I would purchase over and over again. First of all, because I have nostalgic like memories attached to it, but also it's just more affordable, and I feel like they have like the same longevity. So as much as I think that this is great, I just can't see myself, unless there's like a really good sale on like the super huge bottle of Wood Sage and Sea Salt, I probably won't be picking it up. Okay, I'm down to my final two fragrances, and these are like my actual true like aquatic fragrances. Like, you smell them and you're like, that's aquatic. And so the first one that I do want to talk to you guys about is Ode Marvel Hermes from Hermes. And I was kind of hesitant on getting this one, you guys. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. I wasn't sure really what I was gonna think of it, but I got suckered in because, like, look at this bottle, you guys. Look at those, like, the shimmers. It's like shimmering, shining, splendid. I love it. The presentation, it just gives you aquatic vibes. Like, you see this and it's aquatic. And this is like truly unisex. Let me describe it to you guys. Okay, so the first initial blast, to me, it's very masculine. It has a little bit of spiciness to it. It almost smells peppery, to be quite honest with you guys. Peppery, salty, watery, like aquatic freshness. But there's something in this that makes it sweet. And I think that this has ambergris, if I'm not mistaken. So that might be what gives it this like salty, fizzy type of vibe to it. This to me is like a good like 4th of July fragrance. I feel like when you're with your family, you guys are cooking up a barbecue, you know, but it's like hecka hot outside, and maybe you're at the beach park and you guys are playing volleyball or soccer or whatever it is. Like, I think that this is like the perfect fragrance for like outdoor stuff like that. I think that it would mix so well. It wouldn't intervene with like all of the different smells around. You would just, and you just smell it, you guys. Performance on this is pretty dang good. Like, to me, it's lasted anywhere from 6 to 7 hours. I love this stuff. Is so good. Last but not least, if you guys follow me on Instagram, thank you. If not, please go follow me because you guys will see like more of my collection either photographed or in reels. I just recently got into reels, you guys. They were a little bit intimidating at first, but I think I've gotten the hang of them just a little bit. I'm still not like pro, you know, but I've been enjoying making them. But I have a post of this one, and I also have like a reel of me unboxing this fragrance, and I ran through the sample of this one like this, you guys. Like, I think maybe in like 2 days. I could not get enough. And that is Amongst Waves from Gallagher Fragrances. And this is a beautiful honeydew. Oh my goodness. Like, I just smell this and I'm just like, oh, this is the most realistic honeydew. Like, it makes my mouth water how good this honeydew note that is in here. It's like, it's literally, if you had the fruit in front of you, that green melon, and you're like eating it. It's sweet. There's some salty notes to this one, but the star of the show is definitely the honeydew. The honeydew stays on my skin for like a good 4 hours, and then it becomes an aquatic, salty, with like a hint of patchouli fragrance. But this is completely unisex. It is beautiful. I highly recommend. And for what I've worn, you guys, like, it doesn't feel like I've worn, it doesn't seem like I've worn much, but I have. Okay, this stuff is strong. It has amazing performance. I think it has moderate projection, honestly. It's not too bad, and it's not like beast mode, you know, but highly recommend. Overt, I did not like Overt, guys. I'm sorry, it smelled like Clorox to me. I'm sorry, Gallagher Fragrances, but that was a no for me. But anyways, you guys, that is my last fragrance in this list. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video and activate the bell. And until next time, guys, stay smelling good. Bye. Feeling like it's out here, driving towards the sun with the